Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back. Line of the end zone for a touchback.
So go. 290.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Back to throw. Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
It's going to be a long day. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Go, go. 11. Light 35. Smooth. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
3rd and long. It's Locke. He's got Lockett. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the curve. 11Z. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Play it, play it, play it, play it, play it, play it.
Now Luck. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Set, ready? 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Greystone, travel.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now!
From the rep, let's go, right here.
Get it!
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's been a long day for you. Right here, guys.
Ready, go.
Mike 51.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
X3, 218, chopper. Look at me, zipper. Look at me, door.
Check 15, check 15.
Leo.
Now Ballage. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Now it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Come on, set, 50, plant, bam.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Hey, Delta.
Kill. Check 99.
Rock it. Hey, Sam on.
Check three.
Yo, go. Hey, exit. Now.
They'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
We got this.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Under 10.
They'll run here with Ballage. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Ballage. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Squeeze.
Man out. Check 43. Check. Lucky. Check safety. Switch it.
Shoot.
They're going to look to throw, and that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
I got you. I got you. Mike's fighting.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Luck gets it to his running back, Cannon. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Bring it. Bring it.
12. Hey, orbit.
Mike's 59. All day, punk. Check 59. Mike is good.
Luck on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike fight 9. Oh, here we go. Oh. Mike, check. 11. Watch the run.
Here's Luck. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
12. He's heavy on the edges.
Bravo!
No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
40. Easy. Alert. Hey, turn it up. 11 Z. Mike fight 9. I got you, son. Check 52.
On 3rd down, here's Cannon. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Mike's 59. Watch the out.
They are going for it. It's Locke. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Check Mike. He's coming. Double up.
They run it with Balaj. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to stay.
Hey, zoom.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang. 25.
Gone.
Check 25. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check.
Hey. Hey. High 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his target, Samuel. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Box drop.
Watch the slant. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Now it's locked. Just keeping the play alive. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
You can't block me.
Cross.
Mike 52. Now watch run.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
You can't get past me.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Check out. Wide. 622.
Pick it up.
Hey, check.
Let's 57.
Hey, Echo.
Let's go, baby. We turn over. Let's get that ball.
Block on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Check out. 390. 11. Hey, Charlie.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 57. Mike, 57. All right. Here we go. Let's go.
Now a 1st down throw. Luck. He's able to find Wallace. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hatchet. 11. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Turn it up. 1, 6, 3. Trip. You got 3.
12.
41. Hey, watch the ball. Mike 35.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Luck going long here for Wallace. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
11B.
Mike,
Hey, Haywood!
Luck. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and goal. Luck. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
First down, Jaguars.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Shady weapon. Look at me. Door.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 or. Smooth. Now.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Right here, guys. Fight.
Go.
51. Exit. Mike 51. Out, get him.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 51.
Go.
Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here I come again.
Now Luck. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Watch 52.
Hey, Alpha.
Check pass.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Good. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
On first down, Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And now it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
12. 57's Mike. Too little, Cupcake. 57's Mike.
Back to the air, Locke on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
11Z. 5-2's the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Keep it up, defense. Keep it.
Hey, wahoo!
To the air again, Locke. It's caught, Lockett. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Check out. 12.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Jam.
Bravo!
Throwing again is Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for George Kittle. Incomplete. Brings up second and goal from the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
12. 52's the Mike. Watch
Go!
I'm here all day. Mike 52.
Luck throwing again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Good job.
First and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Let's go!
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He finds his man Johnson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Ready! Fair!
Twist.
Check 13.
crush under.
Topper! Ready!
This thrown quickly out to Jones.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 9 now. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go.
You go tight.
Hey, lock it.
You got tight right there.
Check 9.
Get it.
Now they try the right side here. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
6-6, pull it high.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Here we go.
Hey, zoom.
No, check that. We're on mic 52 right here.
Throwing his lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Taken from just outside the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Balaj. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to throw now on first down. Jones has it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down, Jackson.
Go now. 60 outlaw.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Seahawks 11-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You got nothing. Check 4, check 4. No. Off.
Yep.
Stop your whining. Chance. Rush in.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. 60 or.
I got it. 36.
Hard.
Begin.
Hey.
Check 24. Check.
Look. Squeeze. Hit it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Blue 40. Mike, check. 59. Watch the run. 12. Mike's 59.
Here's Locke. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. 12.
Hey, check.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Don't let him breathe.
Here's Locke. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
This complete to Lockett. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's get it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Hey, watch the leg. Hey,
11.
Mike 27.
Hey, watch the screen.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Here it comes. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
Here we go on fourth. Locke going for the deep ball. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Come on, set. 10-2 saw.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, get in the weight room. Check.
Go.
Hey, look, 3.
I'm going. Back.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Go,
And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Jaguars. Kalen Ballage, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Locke. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Going long here for Wallace. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Again, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Luck completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Luck on 1st down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck. And a throw right sideline is complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. P.J. Williams with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, we could have had our shutout.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Leo, get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Ready, set.
54. Mike 54.
Better bring. Look at me. Zipper. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed a stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory.